In this training video, I will teach you how to answer the top 10 most difficult interview questions. These questions feature during all job interviews. Therefore, if you do have an interview coming up soon for any role or company, please make sure you stay tuned. And just very quickly, please tell me the name of the job you are being interviewed for in the comment section below the video so I can give you some tailored tips to help you pass. Okay, let's start working through those top 10 most difficult interview questions, my tips and brilliant example answers. Please take notes. The first question you will have to answer in your job interview is going to be, tell me about yourself. I recommend you keep your answer professional and under 1 minute in duration. During your answer, you can talk about your skills, educational background, experience, achievements, and the type of person you will be for their company in the role. Here I am in a live job interview about to give the perfect answer. Make sure you take notes, write down the response and practice it before your interview. Here we go. Okay, let's get started with the interview. Please tell me about yourself. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I am genuinely excited about the prospect of working for your company. I am a hard-working, results-driven and self-disciplined team player with the skills to match the job description. I have a track record of achievement. In my last job, I received praise from my manager for my flexibility with my job description and for how I took ownership of difficult problems. If you hire me, I will be a positive role model for your company and take ownership of my professional development to ensure you always receive a strong return on my salary. Interview question number 2 is, why do you want this job? In your response, demonstrate passion and enthusiasm for your work. And you can also reference the fact that you want the job because it is with their company. So here is another brilliant top scoring answer that you can write down and practice. Richard, tell me, why do you want this job? I want this job for 2 reasons. First, it is a job and industry I am very passionate about, and my qualifications align with the job description. We spend approximately 25% of our lives at work, and I want that time to be spent doing something that I love. The second reason I want this job is because it is with your company. You have a great reputation and people I have spoken to who already work here have said complimentary things about the senior management team and your great workplace culture. Interview question number 3 is, why should we hire you? This question needs a confident response. Do not be afraid to sell yourself in your answer. I recommend you give 3 reasons why they should hire you over the other candidates. Here is the perfect answer in a real job interview. Again, write this down. Tell me, why should we hire you? You should hire me for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, I am ready-made for this position regarding my skills, qualities and qualifications. The second reason you should hire me is because I am a fast learner and will need minimal supervision in my work. And finally, you should hire me because I have created a 30, 60 and 90-day plan of action that outlines what I will do in the role to give you a brilliant return on my salary, and I would like to give you a copy. You can see how powerful that response was when I told the interviewer I had a 30, 60 and 90-day plan. It shows that you are highly organised in your work and prepared for the job role. If you want to download my ready-made 30, 60 and 90-day plans for job interviews, you can click that link at any time. Interview question number 4 is going to be, what are your greatest strengths? Before your job interview, please make sure you read the job description. On the job description, there will be a list of skills and strengths needed in the role. All you have to do is align your strengths with those featured on the job description. Here is the perfect answer in a live job interview. What are your greatest strengths? My greatest strengths are a perfect match for this job role. Self-discipline, collaboration, cost consciousness, and goal setting. I can be relied upon to complete my work, and I always work closely with co-workers and across company departments. I am frugal with company supplies and resources to help save money, and I always set myself SMART goals to achieve. Goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Interview question number 5 is, what is your biggest weakness? Be very careful how you answer this tough question. The majority of people respond by saying, I don't have any weaknesses because I am a perfectionist. Do not give that type of response. This question is assessing honesty and self-awareness. We all have weaknesses, and how we respond to them is being assessed with this question. So here is the perfect weakness that is ideal for all job interviews. Here we go. Richard, tell me, what is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness used to be delegating tasks to other people. This weakness was because I preferred to do everything myself, as I then knew it would get completed on time and to the required standard. However, I have learned that delegating to team members based on their strengths is far more conducive to strong teamwork and increased productivity. Interview question number 6 is, why do you want to leave your current job? Do not be negative in any way about your current or previous employer, co-workers, or managers. If you are, you will fail your interview. But how should you respond to this difficult question? Here is the perfect answer, again, for you to write down and practice. Why do you want to leave your current job? I want to leave my current job simply because I have reached my full potential in the role. I am enthusiastic, and I would now like a new experience with an innovative, supportive, and forward-thinking employer like you that has ambitious plans. My employer has been great to work for, and I will leave on good terms. I am very excited about this job opportunity and believe I can build a successful and positive career with your company. Interview question number 7 is, tell me about a time when you failed. Again, this question is assessing honesty and also your desire to improve. Because at the end of the day, we all fail from time to time, but it is how we respond to those failures that is being assessed in this difficult question. Here is a brilliant example answer that will do you no harm in any job interview. Please tell me about a time when you failed. I don't fail often, but if I ever do, I take ownership of the situation and learn from the experience. When I started work in my last position, I was given a short course to study, which included an online exam. Unfortunately, because I thought I knew the subject well, I didn't study sufficiently for the exam and I failed. I was very embarrassed but eager to put things right. I apologised to my supervisor, studied in my free time and passed the exam resit with 100%. Interview question number 8 is, what are your career goals? The most effective way to answer this difficult interview question is to say that your career goals are focused on working long-term with their company. Here I am in a real job interview about to give the perfect answer. Richard, tell me, what are your career goals? My immediate career goal is to get this job with your company. If successful, I then want to integrate into the team and become competent in the role before developing and diversifying my skills. To achieve that, I would complete training courses and receive feedback from my manager during performance reviews. Eventually, in the long term, my goal would be to gain promotion at your company. Interview question number 9 is, how do you handle stress? Remember this, stress is an emotion that you can control. Make sure you tell the interviewer you understand that fact, and also you are highly organized in your work, because that will help to reduce any stress you encounter. Here is a top scoring response. My next question is, how do you handle stress? Stress is an emotion I can control. To stay calm during difficult situations, I determine the cause of the problem, assess my options, utilize co-workers' ideas and strengths, and focus on quickly achieving a successful outcome. For example, in my last position, we lost 2 team members due to sickness partway through an important project. I assessed their tasks before sourcing an online contractor to complete them, and the project was completed on time and to the required standard. Interview question number 10. That's the end of the interview. Do you have any questions? There is a temptation to say, no, I don't have any questions because you covered everything in the interview. Do not say that. This is your opportunity to ask the hiring manager several smart questions that show them you are the perfect candidate. But which questions should you ask? Here they are. Write them down and ask them at the end of your interview. Okay, that's now the end of your interview. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. I have just 2 questions I would like to ask, please. My first question is, what challenges are the team currently facing, and what could I do in this role to help overcome them? My second question is, how is performance measured in the role and feedback provided? Okay, so there you have it. Brilliant tips and top scoring answers to the top 10 most difficult interview questions. Now, the next thing to do is click that link in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my free community forum, careervids.com. On there, you can ask me any questions you want about your upcoming interview, and I will give you an expert response. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you the very best for getting hired. Have a great day.